Hello parents, this is Chris Allen. I am your son or daughter's geometry teacher, and I wanted to give you a quick update for the week of September 28th. So this week the new lesson will be in starting chapter 3, and we're going to look at section 3.1, which is on angle pairs and parallel lines, but I'm going to focus not so much on parallel lines on this lesson. So I don't know if you can see this line. There's 3 lines drawn on this picture, and I'm making it yellow, and now it's green. That's line R. Line R is what we call a transversal, and that's going to be the key to naming these angle pairs. So typical questions in this lesson would be things like identify alternate interior angles. Alternate, and try to write on here. Alternate means they are on different sides of that green line, that transversal. And interior means that they have to be between lines M and N. So for example, angle 7 and angle 3 would be alternate. Angle 7 and angle 3 would be alternate interior angles. Another example, I'll use a different color ink this time. Let's do blue, is same side interior. So same side means they have to be on the same side of the transversal, and they have to be interior. In other words, they have to be between lines M and N. So here we could say, for example, angle 2 and angle 3 are same side interior angles. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles, this would be angles that if we were to pull line M and N on top of one another, then the angles would be corresponding. So for example, I'm going to refer to angle 6 and angle 8 as corresponding angles. So both angles are below the transversal, and both angles are to the left of their respective line M and N. So angles 8 and angle 6 are what we would call corresponding angles. And then there's one more type of angle pair with lines that students need to be aware of, and these are called alternate exterior angles. So alternate exterior angles, so they have to be on different sides of the transversal again, and now they have to be exterior. In other words, they need to be outside of lines M and N. So those 2 examples could be these angles, angle 1 and angle 5. Now, please keep in mind that, first of all, this lesson is basically just students being able to recognize those relationships, those special names. There are more than one correct answer, so I've only given you one pair. In the case of corresponding angles, I gave you one pair. It turns out that there are 4 pairs of corresponding angles, so I've not given a complete list of all the corresponding angles, just one example. Some final thoughts for this week. Number 1, Chapter 2, and more importantly, it is the Chapter 2 test. The Chapter 2 test is the last big grade that's going to go on this 9 weeks. It's this week, Thursday and Friday. Please make sure that your son or daughter is preparing for that test. I want them to do well so that they can lift their grades up. By the way, the grades are coming up, so that's good, but I want to get them up even higher. Also, I would like to mention extra videos and practice problems. Some students are really struggling to just get their homework done, but I have other students that are getting their homework done but are still struggling on quizzes and tests. I post, in addition to the videos that I create and the homework problems I require students to do, I post additional videos and additional practice problems that students can work on to get more practice. Please verify that your son or daughter, if they're struggling or trying to do some of those things, have them show you the work that they've done. If they just say, yeah, I watched it, or yeah, I did on my computer, that's not true. Now, they might just watch the videos, but the practice problems should be done on paper. So have them show that to you as evidence that they've done those. And finally, I said this last week, and I'll say it again. The end of the 9 weeks is Friday, October 9th. Please make sure that your son or daughter has all of their work made up and turned in and completed before October 9th so that we can end this 9 weeks and go on fall break on a good note. So with that, I'm going to end the video.